Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Sometimes selling a home isn't just about the market, it's about the situation you're in. Whether it's a big life change, a house that needs work, or just the need to move quickly, the traditional route doesn't always fit. So joining us now is Gary Speaks, owner of Gary Buys Houses, to talk about how he's helping Arkansas homeowners sell with less stress and more flexibility. All right, Gary, well, great to meet you.
Yeah, well, great. Well, thank you so much for having me.
I love this concept of what you do, making it so easy for people to, get out of their houses. So let's talk a little bit about your business model and the services that you provide.
Sure. So it's very common that someone will see an advertisement that I've done and reached out and just have a life change, right? So if your house is fixed up, ready to go, and you're looking for a real estate, to put it on the market, that's a good option. It's a very good option. It's typically your biggest bang for your buck. But someone like me is able to come in when you have a life change. Very commonly I'll have someone say, hey, I just took a promotion in Dallas. I need to move in 15, 20 days. And it's really important to me to be there. Would you be able to close in that time? Because we can't buy a house in Dallas if we still have this property here. Or sometimes people inherit houses, right? And so they have a house, their brother or sister has a house, and it's not something that's a blessing to them, it's almost a curse. And so I'm able to come in and just look at it. And I'm from Little Rock. I'm been doing this almost 18 years. So it's really nice to have that experience because I know what the market is and I know what needs to be done to the property and things like that. So I'm able just to help, guide sellers through the process, and sometimes I'm not the best options, and sometimes I'll share that with them and point them in the right direction, and sometimes I am.
And long story short, you just come in and buy the house from us.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that part of the process when you're going in?
Oh, absolutely.
When we contact you and we want to get rid of the property, we call you and you say, okay, we're going to sell this house. We're going to buy it from you, and you can turn over the keys and move along.
Absolutely. So yeah, we'll go in and we'll just, we'll share the numbers. If the numbers work for you guys, then we'll just, write up an agreement right then. And then normally 7, 8 days, something like that. And if you need longer, very common, I have people say, I don't want my kids to leave school until school's out. Can we do it in 3 or 4 months? And that gives them the peace of mind to know, hey, this is off my plate. But when June comes, it's a done deal.
Yeah. Again, Gary Buys Houses.
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
a great tag name.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, the different properties that you buy, some are, market ready and turnkey, and then some maybe aren't. You cover the spectrum, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, I've done this almost 18 years, so I've seen houses that basically just need to be scraped. I buy houses that have been fire damaged. I buy properties that literally just need to be cleaned. It just depends on the situation. A lot of times people think that the only thing that I do buy are things that are destroyed, and that's not the case at all. Many, many times people have properties that they just might need a little bit of paint, or sometimes I buy properties that people are behind on their payments. And so what you'll find is that because when COVID happened, the real estate market really increased in appreciation, and so they feel like, well, I just bought it 3 years, maybe I don't have enough money to sell it, because when you sell it in the market, about 8 or 9% of the purchase price is in transactional fees and real estate commissions and closings and things of that nature. So if you buy it for $100,000, really you only have, you're in it for $92,000. So it gets a little bit hairy there. So I'm able to come in and just buy it, pay all there's no commissions, pay all the closing, and just make it the simplest and easiest transactions that it can be.
I mean, folks at home, if you're in this situation, how stressful it can be one way or the other to be able to move that property and to be able to call you, Gary. How does that process work? If I'm listening and this is something I'd like to explore, how does that work?
Yeah, so you just give us a call, and then once you call us, you'll get me 9 times out of 10, unless I'm in an appointment with another seller. And then basically we just ask a few questions to understand the situation, to kind of be able to point in the right directions. Hey, this does feel like something that would be of value for us to continue, because I want to be super respectful of people's time. And then a lot of times I'll ask people to send pictures of the property, and I tell people all the time, don't worry about moving laundry off the couch, cereal boxes off the counters. I could care less. I've seen it all. So just shoot me some pictures. That'll give me an idea. Then I'll give them a ballpark. Hey, I think I'm going to be in this range. And then if that makes sense for them, I'll come out and look at it. And then, like I said, if the numbers work, then we'll just come out and sign an agreement, and we'll close as fast as they want to close.
Wow, incredible. And of course, you've got incredible Google reviews as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we work really, really hard hard for that. And that's something that I feel like does set us apart, in that we actually are a local team that buys houses, and our Google reviews support that. There's been, unfortunately, some out-of-state investors that's come in and kind of leaving a bad taste in the mouth as far as cash buyers, but we're really fighting hard to show that we are, an ethical company that just really wants to help our community.
Well, coming up on almost 2 decades in business, certainly speaks to your reputation.
Yes, ma'am. Well,
Well,
thank you
Gary,
for that.
fun to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you. Thank y'all for having me.
Of
Yeah.
course. What a helpful option for people who may feel a little stuck or overwhelmed by their situation. If you'd like to learn more or could see if this would be a good fit for you, you can head to GaryBuysHousesAR.com to get started today. Now, still ahead, a look at Triton's 20-year journey, plus how they're celebrating with customers, partners, and team members from across the country. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.